16th. It's about to be June the 3rd, so damn near going on 3 weeks since I have not made a video live stream. I did upload 2 videos about 4 or 5 days ago. I was in Galveston and I ate very well. I went to a place called Hub Grill, and I still want to try their avocado tamale burger. And I plan on trying that the next time I go down there. It should probably be at the end of the month or something like that. But anyways, to cut the long story short, where have I been? Hiatus. Take away, not being on YouTube, just getting my mental and physical state together, stuff like that. I've been, living a healthier lifestyle, that sort of ordeal. Having issues with my back, and that's what's been keeping here. For those of you who care, or for those of you who don't give a shit, I'm no longer an employee at Walmart. I left. It was taking a toll on my back. I've told the motherfuckers to give me some help in the truck to do it. They had me working by myself at one point. And it's just my back wasn't allowing me to do that. So I told them, you can either accommodate me, find me some good work, or expect a 2-week notice and me to go find other work. And start my new job tomorrow. So I will be working as security, believe it or not. And my homeboy got me the paperwork, took the test online, passed all that. Now I'm a security guard. And I'm going to get my concealed weapons license. So therefore I can be an arms. I'm no longer employed at Walmart. 3 years. I'm going to miss some of the employees there. I'm going to miss some of them. But altogether, I'm not going to give a shit. And my last day at Walmart is next week. I think I'll work 2 days this week, 2 days next week, because the security job, he hired me, so I start tomorrow, literally. So with that being said, one door closes, another one opens, right? So cheers. All right. It's going to be Chiefs and the boys. In Super Bowl, I don't know what the number is. I don't know the numbers by heart. But in 2024... Cowboys and Chiefs will be in the Super Bowl. It's already in the books. All right. Cowboys and Chiefs in the Super Bowl 2024. I said this back in February. The month is June, and I'm calling it. So if you're a Cowboys fan or Chiefs fan, congratulations. You guys are now part of the storyline of the next WWE storyline that Roger Goodell is going to put together. And the Final Four is going to be, here it is, AFC Championship game. 49ers travel to Dallas to take on the Cowboys. The Cowboys will be the number 1 seed, and they will win the NFC. The Dallas Cowboys will win the NFC, and they will be the number 1 seed. There's no team in the NFC that's going to be able to compete with them. I think the Eagles are very much overrated, and I think that the Cowboys will win the NFC East. I think they will lock up the number 1 seed, and they will make a run, and they will win. I think with the addition of that they have on their repertoire, bringing in a guy like T.Y. Hilton. CD Lamb's going to be coming back in full effect. The Cowboys, a lot of that, which I heard they may do that. And if Pollard comes back, they're going to have that 1-2 punch. Cowboys improved on their offensive line. Therefore, Dak Prescott's going to have the weapons. And, of course, the storyline is Dallas Cowboys finally get over the hump, make the Super Bowl. Dak Prescott's going to be the savior of the Cowboys, or at least that's good that he's going to get to come out of the NFC. And as far as the AFC is concerned, I think Kansas City runs the table. I think the Chiefs are going to come out of the AFC again. Now, who's going to be in the Final Four? Very simple. The Dallas Cowboys will take on the San Francisco 49ers in the NFC Championship game. Brock Purdy is a good quarterback, don't get me wrong, but he is not a star. He's not no Steve Young or, Joe Montana or anything like that. But I think 49ers Cowboys, that rivalry, NFC Championship game, will be a little something intriguing for the storylines. Game-winning drive. He's going to get a strong push. The NFC, it's going to be AFC is going to be very tough. But I narrowed it down to 2 teams, and I think this only makes sense. The Kansas City Chiefs will be at home. They will lock on seed. I don't think anybody in the AFC is going to beat them. Who's in it? Going to be Aaron Rodgers and the New York Jets. I know you guys are going to call me crazy, but Aaron Rodgers is going to the Jets. He's already there. Already brought in some weapons there. The guy still got a little juice in the tank. Aaron Rodgers and the New York Jets will travel to Kansas City to take on the Chiefs in the AFC Championship game. But Patrick Mahomes will then bury Aaron Rodgers. And that will be your AFC Championship game. Niners will lose to Dallas, NFC Championship game. Your Super Bowl will be Chiefs versus Cowboys. This will be a very good game. It's going to be close, back-to-back. The game's going to be very intense. People in Super Bowl are going to be this. And the Cowboys will be 30 to, I'm assuming that at some point they're going to be winning that game like 30 to 27. So either the game will be tied and then Patrick Mahomes leads to a game-winning drive, or he scores a touchdown and they end up going up 33 to 30, maybe an extra point missed or something like that. And then Dak will have a full drive trying to get it to the end zone or whatever to, try to get the Cowboys over. So anyway, Simus started a live stream just now. Give him a shout out. Simus was talking about, he was bored or some shit like that. And I told him, Cowboys versus Chiefs, book it. And he said, well, if Cowboys can make the Super Bowl, I'd be happy enough. He said, I'll give you $100 if Dallas gets in. If they win the NFC Championship game, if they have a Super Bowl appearance, I think he gives me like 100. And if the Cowboys win, then he gives me 200 on top of that. So it'd be like $300 total. I mean, really, tell you the truth, it's a nice gesture. If you want to give it to me, that's fine. I'm not going to force you to. But I'm telling you, Simus, your Cowboys are going to make the Super Bowl. And they will be facing the Kansas City Chiefs. The Texans will go 4-13, as I've already stated before. People said you're being negative, you're trolling. Oh, it's going to happen. Davis Mills will be the starting quarterback. They've already talked about that. I think Cesario already has addressed rumor or speculation that starting quarterback makes no sense in being angry or upset if you're a Texans fan. In fact, you got to look at it from a strategic poker strategy that you're going to go ahead and go with the guy that you've already went all in, and this is going to be his third all-in scenario, probably last chance, last hope, Daniel Jones sort of scenario. Maybe he can get some kind of push. Maybe he could be able to work on his progressions in terms of his timing, ability to read the defense, stuff like that. And, of course, you don't want to throw C.J. Stroud in week 1 in Baltimore. Anyway, why would you want to do that? If it's a lot, it's not like he's Andrew Luck, ready impact player now. In this scenario, you sit him, you let Davis start, and then you bring in Casey Keenum, probably somewhere to integrate him in the 4th or 5th game. And then from there, you can integrate C.J. Stroud, where the pressure's not really going to be on him. Therefore, you can sort of see what he has to offer to the offense, and then maybe slowly integrate starting lineup the following year. And that's the prediction where it's going, because C.J. Stroud starting this year, and I hate to be the bearer of bad news for everybody. That's not happening. Why? Because the front office is going to go with Davis Mills. Is this the logic, common sense? Now, to let him sit, let Davis come in. He's already got 30 in it. See what he's got for this third try, and then you got Case Keenum, the backup. No, we're not tanking. We're not tanking it. I mean, we're not tanking for a first-round pick. We're just tanking. Just. It's going to be a bad season. It's going to be another bad season, and that's okay. I'm not, being negative about that. I'm just being realistic from a strategic standpoint that this is the what's going to happen. The Texans are going to go 4-13. I'm telling you. And look, when you guys come at the end of the year, you're like, man, that's bullshit. You were being negative. Look what happened. I predicted it because I told you guys what's going to happen. You know what I'm saying? I already told you. You want C.J. Stroud in, you bring him in next year. Patience is the virtue. Don't rush. Don't rush. We got a good future. Why would you want to rush C.J. Stroud into the fire at Baltimore week 1? Come on, man. That doesn't make any logic sense. So, with that being said, I'm just being realistic. All right? We're going to go 4-13. All right? Davis is a starter. Case Keenum comes in. Then you're going to go from there. And it makes sense. That's what the front office strategy is. And you guys, and I already see it. So that's why I'm mad. So you can be mad. I'm not mad because I already see the writing on the wall from a business standpoint. You'd be a fool to throw your fucking top project in the fire to start the fucking. That doesn't make any sense. And especially if he's not NFL ready. So patience is the virtue. Patience. I'm telling you guys. You gotta be patient. Wait another year. Anyways. Nothing personal, Eagles fans. I don't see you guys winning again, man. I don't see you guys coming out of the NFC. I think your one run will come to an end. Now, I will think you will be one of the wild card teams, but I think you're going to regress just a little bit. I'm telling you, Dallas is going to make the Super Bowl. Now, why am I dick riding Dallas so much? Oh, you make so many trips to Dallas. No. The reason why Dallas is going to win for ratings, I'm telling you, man, this shit's scripted. It's going to be Cowboys and Chiefs in the Super Bowl. Where did the Kansas City Chiefs come from? Dallas. They were the Dallas Texans before the NFL merger. And the Lamar Hunt family then moved to Kansas City. And the Lamar is still in Dallas, right in White Rock Lake area. It makes sense for the storyline. The old Texans versus the new Dallas Cowboys. Something like that. It's all about ratings. That's how the NFL operates. I mean, you can call it WrestleMania, wrestling, or whatever like terminology you want to use. It's just like professional wrestling, same thing. So, what storyline do you want to? Do we really want to see another fucking Eagles Chiefs Super Bowl? Fuck no. Why would you want to see fucking Eagles Chiefs fucking Super Bowl? That shit's stupid. Why? Because the light-skinned, what's his name? That ugly motherfucker that kind of looks like fucking Rattler. You know, he's looking at Spencer. He looks like a split image of Spencer Rattler. What's his name? Holmes. Already identifies as white. It doesn't make any logic sense to push a Black Lives Matter Super Bowl. Well, I don't want to see that shit again because that's what they're going to roll with that shit again. So I just would prefer it to be a different storyline. Here's the storyline. Cowboys haven't been in the Super Bowl since the 90s, right? Or since, I think, 96? With their last Super Bowl win? I think they beat Pittsburgh, if I'm correct. So, the Cowboys Super Bowl in over 20-something years. Dallas is America's team, ratings and history and popularity-wise, right? And so they're going to say, okay, well, is Dak Prescott the next Troy Aikman? Is he going to be able to get the job done? Is he going to be a Roger Staubach? Can Jerry Jones push an elite group of players to a championship, and especially when they've invested so much on the offensive end? Then they go into defense. They draft Overshown from the Longhorns, which I was his pick. So he's going to be playing alongside with Micah Parsons. That's going to create an awesome fucking pass rush. So there you have it. So basically, from that point, Cowboys are loaded on as terms of offense's web. They got 5 fucking legit receivers. Not to mention if they bring Ezekiel Elliott back on a short contract. He's going to have to eat a little bit of money. They're going to bring him back. I already see it coming. He's going to restructure his deal. Then you're going to have Pollard coming off of injury. I don't know exactly how that's going to work out. But Dak's going to actually, in this my opinion, I think they're going to get away from the ground, a ground and pound game. Dak have actual weapons on the offense side of the ball, throw the ball. Not to mention the tight ends he's got, but now 5 fucking receivers, all-star peripheral receivers that he's going to throw the ball to. And I wouldn't even be surprised if they go and pick up Odell Beckham. And I'm telling you, the Cowboys are going to have my NBA team or my NFL team where, you get these weird trades and shit. And I'm telling you what's going to happen. Are going to abandon the run. Last year they stuck with the run. But I think this year they're going to abandon the run. I think Jerry's going to go all out fucking West Coast offense. I truly believe they're going to let Dak throw the ball more. Now, it sounds kind of crazy. Bulls said, we'll need to run the ball more. I don't think they are. I think now with 5 fucking legit all-star peripheral receivers, Cowboys, we're going to stick to the air attack, dude. If you're not going to go and pick up fucking T.Y. Hilton alongside with CD fucking Lamb, you're going to go and maybe even pick up Odell Beckham, It makes no sense for you to run the fucking ball. They're gonna fucking throw it. You obviously see they got the receivers. They got 5 fucking receivers to throw the ball to. So that's what they're gonna do. Dak Prescott, his arm is gonna be. I think he's gonna be the gunslinger. Like he's just gonna be throwing that fucking football, throwing that fucking rock. They're gonna abandon the run. And I think Ezekiel Elliott, 3rd down and 1, 3rd down and 2 situation. Pollard is probably gonna be a situation. You know, you're going to have somebody that's got speed and agility, acceleration. He's playing off injuries. I'm telling you, man, I already see the writing on the wall. It's going to be Dallas and Chiefs Super Bowl. I already see it coming. It's just written in. I'm telling you. I'm telling you guys. No need to even bother telling you. Oh, and Simus, by the way, has offered me up to $300 if the Cowboys win a Super Bowl. All right. So basically, if Dallas wins the NFC Championship and just make the Super Bowl, it's 100. And then if they win, I think Super Bowl, I get like 200 extra, say like 3 or something. That's cool. I'll tell you, Cowboys don't make the Super Bowl, I'll send you $100. Because I'm telling you right now, they're gonna make it, bro. They're gonna come out of the NFC. I'm telling you, with the firepower that Dallas has added on the defensive end, Shown playing along with Micah Parsons is going to add to the pass. Now you're talking about the offensive weapons that they have as well. Bringing Ezekiel back, possibly bringing in Odell Beckham, re-signing T.Y. Hilton was a good deal. The Cowboys are now going to be a fucking pass rushing, fucking pass attack team this year. And it's going to be hard for teams to compete with them. I'm predicting Dallas will win just the roster they have. And usually I never give Dallas clout like this, but I think this is the first time I can confidently say that I truly believe Dallas will make a run, and I think they will get the number 1 seed. Number 1 seed. I think they'll win about 13 games, and they'll get it. I think that the Eagles will come in at between 9 and 10 wins, and I'm just telling you guys, telling you what I'm looking at. The Cowboys are fully loaded on the offense side of the ball. Look at the draft they had. Overshown, going to be playing with Micah Parsons. Dude, that's sick. That's fucking sick right there. And it's just, it adds. I'm correct. I think they got him. They got B.J. Robinson. Now you have him. Bro, that's going to be sick right there. And I'm telling you, it's going to be very hard to stop that high power caliber offense. Why the fuck is Dallas going to run the ball when you got all these receivers on deck? It's going to be very hard for Dallas to do that. I'm telling you, Cowboys going to the Super Bowl, bro, and they're playing the Chiefs. And who's winning the city? So, Simus, they only have to pay me $100 because Cowboys will get there, but they're not beating the Chiefs. The Chiefs will win again. Now, why are they winning again? Well, it's very simple because the NFL needs a face. And Dak Prescott's not that guy. He'll get you the Super Bowl. He'll be the face of Dallas, but he's not the face of the NFL. You need a face of the NFL. Who's that face? The tribal chief. None other than Patrick Mahomes. That's right. And so when he defends his belt and he's going on 960-something days with 2 Super Bowls, that's going to be the Roman Reigns storyline. I'm already telling you what's going to happen. So the tribal chief, Patrick Mahomes, win another bowl. That's going to add 3 to his mix. So he's going to have a little bit of Ric Flair and John Cena in him. And at the same time, he gets the tribal chief winning streak. So his winning of defending the title. Because he'll be he's a defending champion. So he has to defend the title. And of course, they're going to give Aaron Rodgers a push. The Jets will make the AFC game. And the Chiefs will win. The tribal chief, Patrick Mahomes, will win the bowl. And that'll be his 3rd bowl right there. I'm telling you. I would predict, I'm going to make a bold prediction. By 2030, Patrick Mahomes will possibly have up to 6 Super Bowls. I'm not shitting you. And I've never, ever wanted to give clout to somebody. Oh, it just pains me thinking about it. I'm telling you, Chiefs got at least another 3 Super Bowls in them with Patrick Mahomes. I'm telling you. As long as he's got weapons, if you got Patrick Mahomes, he stays healthy, that Kansas City Chiefs, I don't see anybody beating them. Not anytime soon. And I've never openly admitted that. The Kansas City Chiefs by 30, Patrick Mahomes will have between 4 and 6 Super Bowls. I'm telling you, you will come back to this video 7 years from now. 7 years later, You'll come back to and you'll be thanking me. The Kansas City get 6 bowls, bro. At between 4 and 6, the tribal chief, fucking Patrick Mahomes. Telling you, man, I'm sorry to see it coming. You can maybe call it scripted, whatever. If you want to call it WWE shit, that's fine. But who in the AFC is going to stop the tribal chief? And Patrick Mahomes. Brady's out of the league now, so you need a new face. Who's the new face? Patrick Mahomes. 4. So he's going to get the tribal chief status. The Chiefs will win this year, so they'll repeat. That's gonna. Yeah, I'm back on YouTube. So Patrick Mahomes will get 2 rings. He'll his 3rd ring, but 2 in a row. He'll be the new tribal Roman Reigns. And think about it: Kansas City tribal chiefs. Patrick Mahomes, Roman Reigns. He'll get his. He'll be the tribal chief with his title defenses. So after this year, Patrick Mahomes will have 900 and what is it, like 1,000 day or something as double champion. So he'll be streak, man. You better start defending the title a little more with his title defenses. And this is where I think the NFL wants to go with the storyline, and it makes sense because it makes sense. You need a face of the fucking company. Dak Prescott's not the guy. You're not going to put him as a face. You're going to make him. You're going to give him a push, but you're not going to give him a face. Aaron Rodgers will get a strong push with the Jets, but he's not going to get a Super Bowl appearance. The tribal chief will bury him, and then that'll as this happening. Because the 49ers Cowboys whole playoff, the Niners have been the Cowboys for the last 2 appearances they played in or whatever. Can the Cowboys finally reach that brass ring, and this will happen this year? It will happen this year, and the Cowboys will knock the Niners out in the NFC Championship. Bro, it's already all over the wall. This shit's it's so obvious you can't tell. I mean, you can say the NFL's rigged, but whatever scripted rigged, what the refs determine the game, and that's the way the storylines are going. I'm telling you. By 2030, the Chiefs will have, and I shit you not, guys, between 4 and 6 Super Bowls. And you'll come back to this video thanking me. You guys are like, nah, bullshit. They're going to win. Mahomes going to the 3rd one this year. I don't know about next year, but they'll probably get one after that. I'm telling you, I think Mahomes at least got 4 championships in him. 4. And that's just minimum. That's just minimum. And the tribal chief will get between 4 and 6 Super Bowls. Tribal chief Patrick Mahomes Reigns will get 4 to 6 dubs. I'm telling you guys, man. Brock Purdy, I'm not saying he's not a good quarterback, but that's going to be years to come. CJ Stroud, we won't know where he's going to go in that run. Give him a couple playoff appearance pushes, but that's about it. It's not going to be anything too spectacular. But the Chiefs are the biggest storyline in sports right now. And I roll with that, man. You got to script it. Makes sense from a business standpoint. You got to push Mahomes to about 2030. And he doesn't have to win every year, but he's got to win at least about 4 to 5 championships in that run to 2030, possibly 6, and do the Jordan thing at the end or whatever. It's very possible. I could see the NFL storyline wise. All I ask is do not do Chiefs and Eagles fucking bullshit fucking Black Lives Matter storyline. Please, that shit was whack. And the ref fucking screwed the Eagles anyway. I mean, technically that was a penalty, but the whole point of, we're just going to let the plays go as is. But we'll just call it at the very end like, oh, God, come on, man. And then the tribal chief, Patrick Mahomes, runs out. Flag, that was a flag, And it's like, okay, but the penalty was made, but why did Patrick Mahomes have to tell the ref to call the forgot about that flag, yeah, and then Mahomes is like, yeah, because he knew he was were being influenced by him, and then they kicked the winning field goal, and that was the story she wrote. And then, I mean, technically, the Eagles kind of did get screwed because Patrick Mahomes had to tell the ref to call the flag, which is kind of bullshit, which indicated the ref wasn't going to call it in the first place. So Patrick Mahomes started crying about it. Then once they called it, he was like, yeah, like he knew he was going to win and did the whole that was the heel moment for the Chiefs. Chiefs were a baby face for a while, kind of annoying, kind of like a little jobber heel. And then Patrick Mahomes is now the tribal chief in some days. So, speaking of Roman Reigns, did you see the bloodline broke up? Roman Jimmy. Oh, at Money in the Bank? Are you fucking kidding me? Ah, man. Crispy Crew, are you kidding me? It's too early for Super Bowl shit. I'm telling you guys, man. Cowboys, Bengals. Oh, that's Wikipedia's got Cowboys and Bengals in the Super Bowl. I don't see that happening. How are they going to beat the tribal chief? I'm telling you, man. The tribal chief in Kansas City will win this year, 2024 champions. I wouldn't even be surprised if they do a three-peat. I just to add more to the mix. Now who the Chiefs are gonna play next year? They're gonna beat Dallas. Who's coming out of the NFC to play them? I have to really think hard on this one. I don't think they'll do a Cowboys rematch. I don't do an Eagles match. They're gonna have to rig somebody else to get there. So it won't be the boys, or it won't in 2025. The Chiefs will be the two-time defending champion. The tribal chief will be going on 1,200 days without losing any titles, and the tribal chief Patrick Mahomes will enter his third face in the bowl. Is going to be the question: who will be there to face him? Will Vikings? Will be the up-and-coming Bears? Will they do a Dallas rematch? Will it be somebody else? Like maybe they'll put the Giants over? Highly likely. Or will they go with the Carolina Panthers, Bryce Young? Maybe push Bryce Young and the Panthers to a bowl to take on the tribal chief. They may do that. That could be pretty interesting to see. Or maybe they do Derek Carr and the Saints. Derek Carr and the Saints, depending on Derek Carr still got some juice left in the tank. Maybe they'll put him over. They'll give him a little push and say, finally, I got somebody to sue. I didn't do it with the fucking Raiders, so I'm going to die with the Saints. And then Patrick Mahomes, chief, is going to fuck squash him, dude. I'm telling you. I'm telling you, what all these trades they're doing in the NFL, they're just going to build other teams that give them like a push, and then Patrick Mahomes will just bury them. And then that in the tribal chief titles more and more. Told you guys, man. The NFL is probably, to me, WWE looks like scripted shit. But it looks obvious now. And what's the storyline you got to go with? Well, who's the face of the NFL? Brady's gone. Who's going to take the crown? It just makes sense. Patrick Mahomes. He's the face of the fucking the company. And the tribal chief will be defending his title. And they're going to win. I'm telling you, bro, by 2030, the Chiefs are going to have between 4 and 6 bowls. Minimum of 4. Maximum of 6. I'm telling you. Like, I already see it coming. And that'll probably be the end of the Chiefs dynasty or like their dominance in the league. And then they'll have to go with somebody else after that. Who will it be? Who knows? Well, what star in the league in 2031 and what players they're going to go with, that sort of ordeal. I don't know who knows what the future holds at that point, but I do believe the Chiefs are going to have are going to fucking run the table for this decade. I believe it. I already tell. That's why they wanted the Chiefs to beat the Eagles in the bowl. Because they're not going to build around Jalen Hurts. He's not. He's a kind of quiet guy. Doesn't really have a lot of like championship experience. That sort of ordeal. He's kind of a baby face. They don't really need a baby face. They need a heel. They need like a bad guy. The NFL needs like a bad guy face. Patrick Mahomes is probably the closest thing to like the tribal chief, Roman Reigns. And that's sort of like where I go with that. Plus, he was already holding the WWE title after the Super Bowl or whatever. I was like, okay, whatever. He was holding that WWE belt more than he was the actual Lombardi trophy, which goes to show you, well, what are we watching? Is this entertainment? What is this? And so that made me yet to believe that the NFL is gonna, is a form of entertainment, man. Rachel said, I do believe the Texans are going to win under 5 games this year. Texans fans are delusional if they think CJ Stroud will start. Exactly. I've already said it. Like I've said this a million times. I can't believe I'm repeating myself. I'm watching all these Texans video makers. They're very talented. Don't get me wrong. Even though a lot of them don't really like me, which they probably have good reason to, by the way. But that's besides the point. The point is that they're all talking about C.J. Stroud is expected to start Week 1. D'Amico Ryan's no, not gonna happen. I can already tell you it's not gonna happen. They're with Davis Mills will start Week 1. And Casey Keenum will come in later. Why would they sign Case Keenum if they weren't going to play him? Come on, man, stop. So if they were going to sign Case Keenum to start or play him, then why would they start C.J. Stroud Week 1? That doesn't make any logic sense. It doesn't matter how good C.J. Stroud's offseason is, or training camp, mini camp, OTAs, training camp. It doesn't matter. C.J.'s going to be hitting on all targets. Hell, he may even have a better offseason than all those other options we have, in Davis and fucking Case. But you would be a fool to throw him in Week 1. That would be crazy. What would you be expecting from him? And then he throws interceptions. Already, you guys insist on starting. I'm going to tell you what's going to happen. He's going to start fucking Week 1. He's going to come in. He's going to throw 3 interceptions against that Baltimore Ravens defense. Already see it. He's going to struggle. Unable to read the defense. Ozzie Newsome, he spent years building on building that defense and on both sides of the ball, actually. And then that contract that Lamar Jackson just got made him the highest paid NFL player. Now I think Pat's restructuring his contract to now be the next tribal chief highest paid contract, whatever. But I think Lamar Jackson is going to show out, and I think this first match is going to be like a squash match, sort of Ravens, where they're going to probably just in that game. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm expecting. I think, regardless of who's playing, I think the Ravens are going to beat us pretty bad. That's just my opinion from looking at it from the NFL perspective, not a fan perspective, not the fact I'm a Texans fan, but just the NFL perspective. Like, I'm looking at the outside. I'm like, I don't think I want to start C.J. Stroud a week because I don't want to take the chance. He goes, well, why would you put him in the first place? You rushed him. What about Davis? You said Davis was going to start. I thought you guys were all in on this. And this guy looks like a bust now. And it just, lines, it's not going to look good going out of Week 1. Why would you throw your rookie quarterback into the field of fire like that? And to me, it just makes more sense to wait. Patience is the virtue. So Texans Nation, patience is a virtue. But yeah, I'm no longer at Walmart. Fuck Walmart. I'm now doing security now. And I'm with my peoples. So I got, 2 gigs, 2 jobs. Everything's back to normal, I guess. And I'm going to miss some of my employees at Walmart. I miss you guys. Marvin, Marquise, the guys over there. I don't remember every one of their names. I'm going to miss you guys. I really am. But one door closes, another door opens. And so there's a new chapter, man. Life goes on, man. That's just... They will all be old. We'll all be old in our rocking chair. And we'll all be sitting back just talking, reminiscing about old times. That's how life is, man. Friends, family, life goes on, man. You lose a friend, gain a friend. Lose a friend, gain a friend. Lose a friend, gain a friend. Then you just lose them all. And then you're just on your rocking chair just waiting until death comes. Then you just sit back and reminisce. Reminisce. But yeah, that's a Super Bowl prediction. Cowboys, Chiefs, Super Bowl. Thank me later. The Cowboys will make the bowl. Cowboys, Chiefs, Super Bowl.